Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer Tiberian Sun. Things are not going so well. Just as always. I do have a lot of infantry. And if last time is anything to go by, I'm about to be attacked by flame tanks. Which are pretty useless as far as units go. But there is one thing in the game they're strong against, and that's infantry. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, hello. That was a little sooner than I was expecting. And I'm gonna have to actually control that fight well. Okay, good to know. Stop showing me this weird static. I guess that's supposed to be the ion storm effect? Medium. I don't think I've ever used this speed setting before. This is what happens when I try to control things. It's not much better than when I just let everything randomly happen automatically. Oh, the pulse cannon's ready. Oh, that could have been useful. Perfect defense, flawless. I'm just banking on the AI not attacking for a while now.
Insufficient funds.
Waiting orders.
I assure you, I'm well aware of how insignificant my funds are. Okay, we have a problem. How on earth do I handle the first set of flame tanks and then also fight off the second? Well, better control for the first lot can help. That was very good control, by the way. So the way I lost all of those units instantly, that's how you know it's good. I'm not even going to win the fight this time. Not even. What on earth? I'm getting worse.
On hold. Construction complete. New construction options.
How much? 600. Okay. I can't play at medium speed. Is medium speed the default speed? Are you supposed to play at medium? Because everybody looks like they're moving in constant slow motion. It looks very silly. Okay. This time. Just use the scatter key. There we go, that'll do it. I just need... Don't scatter together, that's the opposite of scattering.
Unit lost. Unit
I just
lost.
need the infantry to buy time.
Unit lost.
For this, to destroy
Unit
everyone,
lost.
in theory.
EM pulse cannon ready.
Okay. And now, for the second attack, I have this thing ready to go.
Building.
Whew. I tell you, this mission. I looked at the size of the map, I thought it was going to be a little one. Good grief. We'll be here for days.
Insufficient funds.
Literally days for you guys. At least 2, but I mean we're just getting started. Maybe I should pavement my base. It's actually a good idea. I need this refinery though. The longer I delay it, the worse things get for me. I have to just assume this component tower can handle this second attack.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Did you just target the medic first? I don't think that's on.
Unit lost. Harvester under attack. Select
I'm in all
target.
kinds of trouble, aren't I? Why are there so many of them?
Base under attack.
Well, one thing's clear, you can tell we're getting towards the end of the game. I'm going to have to cancel this again and build some disc throwers, I think. I don't want to.
On hold. Building. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Okay. What's next? Pavement would help against the bond. Go away, please, just go away.
On hold. Harvester under attack. EM pulse cannon ready.
It's over.
Harvester under attack.
It's a disaster. Well, we know what's coming in the mission, so we can prep for it a little better at the start now, I suppose. But good lord, this mission is not easy. compared to the other missions, which, you know, have had their moments.
New construction options. Construction complete.
But
New
yes, this mission is
construction
not
options.
joking. At least this time we know that we wasted some of our money before building jump jet infantry and things like that. And the radar. Oh no, we need the radar for the EMP.
Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Okay, here's the plan. Less
Construction
infantry,
complete. New construction options. Building.
more vehicles, also more harvesting.
Construction complete.
We're going to need a second power plant because can't do this off of just one power plant.
Construction complete. Building.
Anyway, you guys can all go back to base. You're not needed here. You can't destroy vehicles with any efficiency.
Construction complete. New construction.
Now then, it's
options.
important that I secure
Building.
the Tiberium field to the south. Until I see these two artillery and destroy them, I'm not leaving from this upper position.
Construction complete.
Where did I have this before? Here?
Low power. Building. 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 On hold.
Come on, I know you're coming.
Building. Building.
There's no point with the component tower, not until I've destroyed that lot.
Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
You can go discover the artillery to the right. Thank you.
Unit lost.
The Tic Tank's woken up.
Base under attack.
That should be fine, right? Yes, that's fine. Okay. We're in a better position because we've got two harvesters.
EM pulse cannon ready. Select target.
Charge, my men, charge!
Unit lost.
Don't charge that fast. Charging is a slow act, not a fast one.
EM pulse cannon ready.
Also, if these two artillery shown up yet, I haven't seen them. Right, so what are we going to need for down here? We're going to need a couple more disc throwers.
Unit ready.
Yes, you wiggle that gun all you want, it's not going to work.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Hello there, don't mind me.
Unit lost.
God damn it, you're minding me. I explicitly asked you not to mind me.
Unit lost.
Well, this hasn't worked quite as planned. What about if I go from below, so I don't aggro
EM
those two
pulse cannon ready. Select
chaps
target.
from above? I take this as well. Always good to take something that can't be crushed.
Training.
Oh, Wolverine moves at
Unit ready.
some good pace. He's getting a shift on.
Unit ready. Unit
I believe in you, Wolverine. You got this. What am I doing? I should borrow the Titan.
Unit
Okay, a Wolverine can't do it in time, and you can't walk around the bottom in time. But I do have Titans.
EM pulse cannon ready. Select target.
So let's just use those.
Training.
Let me keep an eye up here as well.
Unit ready.
I'm going to assume 2 Titans can handle this.
Unit boss.
Maybe not.
Unit boss.
Hey, it's the 2 attack artillery. They're finally going.
Unit
Excuse me.
boss.
I have places to be.
Unit boss. Training. Unit ready.
Excuse me, lads. Can we have a quick word before you deploy?
Unit ready.
Thank you.
Unit ready.
You might not be aware of this, but this is actually my base, and I'd prefer it if you didn't deploy here. Thank you for your time.
Harvester under attack. Unit boss. Unit boss.
You know what? It's kind of worth it. Just don't die.
Harvester under attack.
Hey, good lord, this isn't good. My attention's been stretched all over the place. Alright, crush it.
Harvester under attack.
Thank God. Kill some of these as well while you're here.
Building. Construction complete. EM pulse cannon ready. Unit boss. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Future-proofing.
Unit boss.
We know what's coming. We may as well prepare.
Unit boss.
Coming well.
Construction complete. Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, what happened to my Titan? I sent it to fight
Unit ready.
2 cyborgs.
Unit ready.
He lost?
Harvester under attack.
Yes, yes, Harvester can handle himself, don't worry.
Harvester under attack. Harvester under attack.
Okay, you're gonna find the artillery. Everyone else is gonna frantically struggle to kill this guy.
Unit boss. Unit boss.
Please.
Unit lost.
I lost the fight! Again!
Harvester under attack.
What is this? Can anyone do anything on my team?
Unit ready. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
I've got fully healed halves of cyborgs.
Unit ready.
It doesn't even make sense. Well, the harvesting here seems to be going quite well. Seems Nod's happy to share it with me. Maybe I'll just go and kill these off quickly. Saying that, I'm probably going to lose this fight and all. Maybe we should invest in one medic.
Unit ready. Harvester under attack.
We did it, guys.
Harvester under attack.
Now, very important we don't attack the enemy harvester here. I only want to attack that guy. He's not interested in me. That's a bit rude. Oh, he is. Not sure why they're bringing all of their friends along.
Training. Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Building.
Affirmative. Sir, loud and clear. Got it. Infantry reporting. Order. Loud and clear. Sir, got it, sir. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Waiting order. Sir, got it.
Well, thanks to the medic, this
Under attack.
shouldn't go too badly.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
I mean, that's okay-ish. Kind of.
Harvester under attack.
How is the harvester still under attack? I guess it was this one.
Sir, you got it. Yes, sir. Now. Yes, sir.
Okay, how we feeling, men? We feeling good? We're not looking good.
Training.
I will secure this Tiberium patch, if it's the last thing I do.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. You got it.
And it won't be the last thing I do, because I want to do it next.
Infantry reporting.
That's the whole point of the plan.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Okay. So, here's the new plan.
Sir, moving out.
Someone should really count how many plans I've used on this mission.
Loud and clear.
I genuinely want to know if I get through the
Select
entire
target.
alphabet by the end of it or not.
Sir, got it. You got it. Loud and clear. You got it.
Get EMP'd.
You got it.
That's what you get for being bionic.
Building.
Okay, now we're going to have to actually control these units, because otherwise they're going to get crushed. The first priority is to get in point-blank range of the artillery,
Loud and clear. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Sir, got it.
and now we bring it down. Maybe not that point-blank, because then you're going to die to our own grenades. But
Infantry reporting. Waiting order.
perfect. You can keep stealing theirs. I don't care, we can have their Tiberium.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. I'm on it.
Kill this guy.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Wasn't even sure if he wanted to fight back.
On infantry reporting.
Construction complete.
We're in a similar situation to last time, except
Unit lost.
this time we have 3 refineries.
Unit lost.
This is unbelievable.
Training. Unit ready.
Someone kill this man. Now I know how the villains feel in the James Bond films when they send about 20 armed men after him and somehow they just all turn up dead.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Right, next step.
Building.
I want another RPG.
Construction complete. EM pulse cannon ready. Building.
Finally.
You got it. Infantry reporting. You got it.
I'll keep the EM pulse cannon just because of potential enemy attacks with lots of vehicles. But I don't plan to use it because all the other artillery are out of range.
Construction complete.
Power's going to be
Cannot
low, I think.
deploy here.
Okay, it's just hanging on, but
Building.
that's future-proof.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction.
Next on the list. The War Factory.
Building.
Or the pavement, maybe. Possibly should be the pavement. But I'm going to do the War Factory. It's cheeky so-and-so.
Training. On hold. Cancelled. Building. Unit ready. Base under attack.
These guys have got no chance against the medic and the key G. Which puts him into guard mode and makes him heal everyone. It's been a long time since we used the medic. But I remember the G key. Okay, I am liking this position. Are we on fast? We are. Let's go to faster. Safest place is
Construction complete.
probably
New
there.
construction options.
What's the tech center even going to give us? The bombers can't fly. I severely doubt we can build mammoths. Not that they would be very good against artillery. I genuinely don't see what the tech center is going to give us. Don't think it will let us make ghost stalkers because they're technically a mutant unit. We seem to be without the mutants at the moment. Yeah, it just seems useless to me. We're going to skip that. We're going to start getting some Titans.
Base under attack.
G, my friends, G.
Unit ready.
G for heal.
Building. Unit ready. Building. 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 Unit lost.
Slow down a bit, I think, for this. I should be fine. I have 2 RPGs and 2 Titans. This should be very, very easy, very comfortable compared to last time.
Unit lost. Building.
The pavement's probably a wasteland since I have all of my defences where they emerge anyway.
Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
But it won't hurt just to be careful.
Building. Construction complete.
Things could go very wrong if they emerged around the power plants, for example.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Quite an expensive job, this pavement.
Construction complete.
As I said, probably not worth it, but
Construction complete.
I don't know, I've started, so I'll finish.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
There, we are paved. Now, what's our next target? You're right there, mate. I think our job is just to get a large army. Because realistically, what's going to hit us is... Let's see, it was a lot of stealth tanks,
Unit ready.
a lot of attack bikes, and then we have to push into the artillery with no air support.
Unit ready.
The mastic tanks is a new one. We never saw this before.
Unit lost.
That's a shame. I was hoping to save the component tower. It's my fault though, I built it too far forwards. It always gets singled out
Building.
while the others are out of range.
Construction complete.
It's probably still too far forwards on reflection, but it's an improvement.
Building. Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
Now then, what is the correct number of units for this attack? Could just try and poach the harvesters.
Unit ready.
It's probably a better way of dealing with this, to be honest.
Select target.
So I have an EMP, I should probably use it. What are you guys doing?
Ready.
He's awfully sneaky. Well, now I'm just confused. What are you doing?
Base under attack.
It's not mind games for you. I am well aware that I just EMP'd my entire army. It's fine. I've got one Titan still functioning. Gives me the advantage here.
Building.
Excuse me. We were fighting. You may have forgotten. It was a while ago.
Construction complete.
Behold, the T key! That's right, I'm paying attention to my messages I get. Select all of the same unit. Also, the service depot. Apparently you can order people, multiple to the service depot, and they will politely queue. And take turns.
Preparing.
Who knew?
EM pulse
I mean, I know who
ready.
knew, because I know who told me, but who knew?
Building. Repairing. Unit repaired. Unit ready.
I'm used to Tiberian Dawn, where if you send multiple
Repairing.
units to the
Unit
service
repaired.
depot,
Repairing.
then I think one of them gets
Unit
on the
repaired.
depot, and the rest just stand there for all eternity looking at it.
Unit ready.
But no, apparently they fixed that in Red Alert, which I didn't know. But what's relevant today is the fact that it is fixed
Harvester under attack.
in Tiberian Sun.
Unit ready. Harvester under attack. Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Seems that Titan got repaired whilst he was off of it.
Unit
Not sure how that
repaired.
works.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Repairing's still not the quickest thing in the world.
Unit repaired. Unit ready. Building.
If this force can't win against the... I think there's 2 artillery left. I'm going to be very disappointed.
Unit ready.
We've waited long enough. It's time. Behold my army.
Harvester under attack.
And just to add insult to injury, we're going to start by taking down this harvester. Unless we get peppered from artillery, and then I'm going to dive on that. And I do see a destructible cliff here. I'm not sure what purpose it serves. It doesn't matter, we're going up. It's a somewhat secret path, it must be better than the intended path. It's almost always less well guarded. Don't like the burrowing sound.
Unit lost.
It scares me. Actually, I don't care, these are not a threat.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Okay, we might not win the fight here,
Unit lost.
but we will kill a lot of harvesters. Please just try to destroy that thing. We're the only ones that can reach it. We're the only one singular that can reach it. It's gonna get it though.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Building.
Okay, win or lose, I'm pretty happy with this.
Unit
If these
lost.
tanks are just gonna attack my base, I'm happy with that too.
Unit lost.
I have an EMP for the base, if needs be.
Unit lost.
Honestly, I think a cyborg is a bigger threat to me than a flame tank.
Unit lost. Insufficient funds.
Good work, lads. We won the fight. We take our prize, the harvesters. There is no escape. Oh boy, what a mission though. I feel like I'm finally in control. But it certainly did take a while.
On hold.
It's more important to me that I get my base defenses repaired. Cyborgs are not the cheapest unit. You want to keep sending them at me one by one, I don't mind. I'm perfectly happy to play this game.
Unit ready.
Okay. I know it's not over, because weren't there obelisks and things in the base? Or am I just imagining that? But I feel like Nod must be seriously low on funds, to the point that I can do this.
Unit ready. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
That was stealth.
Building. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Are we all stuck? What is this? They don't
Silo
work
needed.
because of the storm, apart from this one that worked for a short while.
Building. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Yeah, great, that gives me a full heal. That's nice.
Building. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Have I regained control? Is this because I conquered so much of the base? Or is this because enough time elapsed? Why? When did I build this?
Cancelled.
Oh, I don't know, I'm so confused. Whatever the reason, I'm happy. Get out of my way,
Unit lost.
you two.
Unit lost.
I wonder if I literally could have just defended for ages
Unit lost.
and then attacked the artillery with flying units.
Unit lost.
I don't think I could have, because I think I would have run out of Tiberium long before
Unit lost.
that became a possibility.
Unit ready.
Because apart from my initial patch in the top left corner, I didn't have any Tiberium that wasn't protected by artillery. But
Unit
oh
ready.
boy. Some satisfying squish noises. Always rounds off a good day of Command and Conquer.
Unit lost. Building. Base under attack.
My base.
Unit ready.
You're a brave man. I salute you.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready.
I'll take a stealth generator or a power plant. Either or, I just want to see what I'm doing. Let's see what the tech center would have given us access to. I'm curious.
Unit lost. Construction complete. Low power.
I should have seen that.
Building.
There's no way disruptors would have worked. Kinda bad that I blanked on disruptors being a unit. But there's no way the disruptors would have worked. The firestorm generator wouldn't have helped, in my opinion.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
I'm not being an idiot, right? There's a Nod base here.
Infantry reporting. You got it.
Yes, there is. Okay. Just checking.
Building.
Infantry reporting.
Do you want to go scout out down there?
Unit ready.
Lo and behold,
Unit ready.
vision is restored.
Cloaked unit.
I was so close to
Unit
it.
ready. Cloaked unit detected. Unit lost.
Good thing they never thought to use these.
Cloaked unit detected.
Oh,
Unit
that's how you
lost.
still have power.
Unit lost. Cloaked unit detected.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Unit lost. Cloaked unit detected.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cloaked unit detected.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'm on it. Got it.
Cloaked unit detected.
Cloaked unit detected. Oh, there's another stealth generator up there. The base is bigger than we thought.
Cloaked unit detected.
Loud and clear.
Unit lost.
Got it. Waiting my word. Unit reporting. Sir?
Cloaked unit detected.
That's one way to make sure you got enough power for your stealth generator, I suppose.
Cloaked unit detected.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
You got it.
You cheeky.
Cloaked unit detected.
You're doing rebuilding that. It's funny, it means the Nod sold so many of his structures, he gained enough money to rebuild one of his structures that he sold.
Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir.
Cloaked unit detected.
Infantry reporting.
Cloaked unit detected.
Yeah, best of luck. They're probably not going to win that fight.
Waiting orders received. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Not in hard mode.
Cloaked unit detected.
Why is this thing defended by SAM sites? I couldn't even fly for 90% of the
Cloaked
mission.
unit detected.
What a waste of resources.
You got it.
Cloaked unit detected.
Yes, sir. Moving out. You got it.
Unit lost.
Infantry reporting. I'm on it.
Should probably shoot the same target.
Building.
Sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
On my way. Yes, sir. You got it.
Unit ready.
You got it. No problem. You got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
No problem. No problem. No problem. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Unit ready. Yes, sir.
Not much to say in the cleanup section. You guys know what it's like, you've seen it enough times.
On my way.
Alright, what else have they got?
Insufficient.
Run over there in case. Run down there in case.
Waiting order.
You check that.
Unit ready.
Someone go there.
Sir.
You can go there, even though
Received.
I'm 90% sure there's nothing there.
Unit ready. Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Done it. What a mission. That was brutal. Ion storms are not to be trifled with, it seems. That is how I did it. I used the EMP cannon to disable the artillery. I did it the intended way. And then I attacked with 8 helicopters that couldn't fly. Yes, exactly. Spot on. Get me out of here. Oh, that's gonna do it for this one. Next time, we're switching back over to Nod, and it should be an exciting time on Nod, because it sounds very much like we're heading into the final mission. Well, a little pre-mission, and then the final mission. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.